everyone, I'm Rathene with HOA Fight Club. I would like to quickly go over a couple of things that I am going to be testifying against tomorrow. Not that I'm against the bills, but I'm against some of the processes and some of the after effects that these bills will have. So Senate Bill 5758, Senate Bill 5670, House Bill 1782, House Bill 1981, House Bill 2020, and extended House Bill 1232 are all bills that are coming up for testimony tomorrow. Now, what this is for these bills, and the reason that I have a little bit of issues, well, a lot of issues, is these are for middle to low income housing, which is a rent-to-own program on some of these. My concern on some of these bills is that, yes, we want people to be able to be homeowners. We want them to be able to buy, but encouraging them to buy condos or condo conversions could actually hurt people in the long run. We all know how condominium associations are ran, but what I'm confused on is how you're going to have renters and owners and rent-to-own type things, and who's going to run these programs and who's going to be in charge. Is it the board? As we know that in Washington State, it takes 51% of an ownership to deny a budget. So if the board decides to charge 1 year, the HOA or condo fees are $100, the next year they could be $700. And if we're dealing with lower or middle income people, they won't have the extra funds each year to be able to support that program. It's really hard when you are living on a budget, and sometimes $50 in a month could really hurt somebody. And if we want to keep people in their homes, we don't want to make it so difficult because of a board or rules that they have to follow if they start getting fined for things. You know, these are tenants that are used to being tenants. They're used to being taken care of. They're used to that if something goes wrong, they just call the property manager, and the property manager has to take care of it. Well, when you become an owner, that changes. The property managers don't do that anymore. They don't work for you anymore. They work for whoever the board is and what they want to do. So if these people aren't ready to participate in the process of HOA and condo associations, they could be really hurt by these programs. I do think that it's a good thing to have, you know, housing by the transit stations and have it to be affordable. One thing I did notice, though, that one of the rules, I think I read it right, that they don't have to have parking. So usually when they build a condo association or apartment, there has to be so much parking per tenant or per person that's going to be living in that area. They're taking that out, that requirement, because they don't want to have, it's going to be by transit station. So these people shouldn't have cars and they won't have to worry about it. Well, we know that that's not going to be true. We know that there's going to be parking issues. And then if it is a condo association or an HOA, those parking issues can become fines, fees, attorney's fees, late fees, and all the above. You have to excuse my background noise. So I want to make sure that we understand these bills and make sure that they're being implemented appropriately and not too quickly. We want to go through all of the rights of the homeowners. We don't want these homeowners ending up in foreclosure within a year because they didn't understand what it meant to be a part of an association. Now, if the state has another plan and it's not going to be an association, I wish they would explain it a little bit more so that we can understand, because I don't want to have people in foreclosure. We want to make sure people are successful homeowners and that they don't have their rights taken away. We do have quite a few bills on this one subject. So that kind of concerns me that we're having a lot of bills on one subject, but we're ignoring the after effects of what these bills could cause for the constituents of Washington State. If we're not thinking about the future and protecting their rights on the other side, this could really, really hurt a lot of people. So take a look at these bills. I've listed them off again: Senate Bill 5758, Senate Bill 5670, House Bill 1782, House Bill 1981, House Bill 2020, and extended House Bills 1232. Those are the ones I'll be on testifying. I'm testifying as a con only because I want to know what's going to happen to these people after they purchase, after they become homeowners. Who's going to protect them after the fact? If these are condo and HOAs, we already know that the government does not have any governance and accountability over these associations, and we are just setting people up for failure. All right, I'll see you on the next one.